Hi guys, this is wonderful. The more I hear from Zack Polanski, the candidate for leader of the Green Party, the more I like. So he appeared on a Sky News panel alongside a former advisor to Nigel Farage on the topic, of course, of the rise of Reform UK. Zack was asked why the populist right appears to be winning over working class people, and have a listen to what Polanski had to say. Perhaps the Green politician has been watching my videos. Just kidding, have a look at this.
Why do you think it is that Nigel Farage is cutting through? Because he is cutting through with working class voters, and it is interesting. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, he definitely is cutting through, so I'm not arguing on that. They're leading the polls at the moment. I think when you have populists, they don't need to talk about facts and information. They can just tell a powerful story. And a lot of the time, Farage is talking misinformation. On the left, we also need to learn from that. We need to tell powerful stories, but our stories need to be based in data, science and evidence. So when I talk about reforms donations and Gawain just goes, no, it's not true, we need people to fact check that. Otherwise, reforms just come on. Who is holding them accountable? Who is making sure that they are not lying to the British public? And who is being transparent about where they're taking money from? And when they have policy positions...
There's a law. You have to actually state where your money comes from. There is a law.
Yes, which is why we know where it's coming from. So the media don't talk about it enough.
Right, OK. I have to say one thing. One of the reasons the Green Party haven't cut through is they haven't been able to do so. And in many ways, much as I disagree with Zack, he at least fights the fights, and one doesn't see that from your other people in the party. And congratulations on that.
I'll take that as an endorsement.
Well, yeah, but fair enough. However,
won't help me though.
There is a point that, as I say, we are not embarrassed. We do not believe that net zero is a good policy in this country.
I think you should be embarrassed to be climate deniers.
I'm proud of wanting this country to do well.
In Lincoln, they're going to lose 12,000 jobs because of your mess. Sorry, Alex.
Come back to you.
Well said. Well said. In Lincolnshire, they're going to lose 12,000 jobs because of a policy like Nigel Farage's. But the media are not going to call that out. The point here is that the media have been facilitating Nigel Farage over the last number of years. And that needs to end. Because if they don't challenge him, excuse me, he's going to walk right into number 10. Zack made a very important point here at the very beginning. The point that you need to have a message. You need to have a powerful narrative. Reform UK have that. The left don't seem to have that at the moment. What is the message? What is the vision of the Labour Party? I don't know. And I don't think even the Labour Party know. What is the vision or the narrative of the Conservatives? Nobody knows. So at least with Farage, you know what you're voting for. People believe, well, Farage is going to bring down immigration, or he's going to cut taxes, or he's going to reduce regulations. These are the things that people believe Farage is going to do. Now, the point that the media are not challenging him is really important. The left need to have their narrative. They need to have their message, their story. This is what we want to achieve. But if the media are not challenging Farage on his policies, as was pointed out here, then he's going to march right into number 10. He's going to become Prime Minister. Because all he has to do is the media to sit on the sidelines and for the Labour government to fall apart. Why is the media not challenging Farage? I've mentioned this before because I believe they actively want him to become Prime Minister because it benefits them. They make money out of this. But also, many journalists don't want to challenge Nigel Farage because he's good for them. If you challenge him, he won't come back on your show. You know, he's in demand at the moment. So you need to pander to him if you want him to come back and do an interview with you again. What needs to happen going forward is the media have to challenge Farage and his policies. They need to call it out. As Zack pointed out here, when it comes to donations. Yeah, you have to be transparent with your donations. You have to say where the money is coming from. But the media's job is to find out why that money is going from a particular organization or an individual to your party. The general public don't have the time to go through the parliamentary library or the information on the parliamentary website line by line to say, okay, this individual gave money to Reform UK or this organisation gave money to Reform UK. They don't have the time to do that. That's the media's job. So the media should be asking Nigel Farage, why did this right-wing organisation in the US donate to Reform UK? What are they getting in return? Why are they donating to your party? Why did this fossil fuel supporting think tank support your party? These are the questions the media need to be asking. But unfortunately, they're not. They're talking about something else. And this, of course, benefits Nigel Farage. Notice here the Reform UK supporter, the former advisor, dodged the question when it was raised about the media. Why is the media not challenging Farage? He started talking about something else because he knows that the media is on board with Reform UK. He knows the media are not going to challenge, and he doesn't want the media to challenge these donations because it would expose Farage as a charlatan. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.